How's it going? Mike Hodges here. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Today, guys, let's talk about your values and your business. Are your values aligned with your business? So, guys, I mentioned to you a couple weeks ago I went on a retreat with my church. And this is going to be kind of the final lesson that I learned that I'm trying to tie into my business life, my professional life. And that has to do with values. You know, when you go on a retreat like this, you spend some time by yourself and you reflect on your spiritual values, what you're doing with your family, what's going on with your faith. It's a really good time to kind of get replugged in and recharge your spiritual batteries. But you should also do that from time to time in your business as well. So I want to ask you are your values aligned with your current business practices? And a few kind of caveats here. First of all, I'm not talking about moral values. There's a lot of people out there that you can disagree with, but that you don't really want to hang out with, right? They're good people. They're just not your type of people. So we're not talking about moral values here. And this probably doesn't apply unless you're in some sort of a service-related industry or there's a service component to what you do. If you sell hamburgers or soda pop at a convenience store, you don't really have to have much of a relationship there, right? People know what you sell, they want it, they come in, they give you your money, you make an exchange, a few pleasantries, and you're done. But if your business has a service component to it, recognize you might want to check and make sure that your values are aligned. So what do I mean by that? And guys, what I mean by that is this the person that you really would like to spend time with if there wasn't a business obligation involved. So I have a client, he's recently decided he's not going to work with some people anymore because the people there who work with him, they frankly don't treat his employees very well or treat him very well. They have kind of a dismissive, condescending attitude where they kind of treat him like he's the hired helper. He's just the guy. He's not really important. We're paying you, so shut up, show up, and do what you're told. Nobody likes to be treated like that. You might have a client, for example, that maybe you've told them repeatedly, please don't call me. Please, unless the house is burning down, please just text me and, I'll call you back when I can, or we'll set up a time. And they repeatedly call you, or they repeatedly call you late at night. The people who think that because you work with them, they can just call you up at any time and not respect your boundaries. Maybe you have that client that thinks it's perfectly okay to always ask for that freebie, right? You set up the specs, you set up the terms for the deliverables, the price, the deadline, and then they're always calling you up. Their problems become your problems, or at least they try and make their problems become your problems. These can be a huge hassle and a huge drain on your business, and it has to do with, are your values aligned with your client base, with the people you're doing business with? So sit down from time to time and ask yourself, what are the deal breakers for you? What are the kind of things you don't want to deal with? Because look, you're going to be in business, and when you give people money, when people give you money for your services, you're kind of getting married to them. You have an obligation. I'd like to know what you guys think about this. Tell me, what are your biggest challenges with this? What are the clients that you'd like to fire? Is it because they don't respect your time limitations and they contact you any time of the day or night, or they ask for those freebies or those work revisions? Maybe they're rude or disrespectful. They bargain too much. I'd love to hear from you. What kind of challenges are you facing with your business? And we can talk about that later. But for now, like I said, just realize you are obligating yourself to people. Just like when you get married, you're obligating yourself to that person. So maybe spend a little time talking with them. Spend a little bit of time on a date, and before you pull the trigger and take their money, then just recognize when you do that, you're obligated to them. Sometimes we don't have a whole lot of choice, but just remember, when you do business with someone, you're in a kind of a sense you're getting married. You are being obligated to them. Take a little time out and say, hey, am I spending the time with people whose values align with mine, the type of people that I want to do business with? Life's awfully short, guys. Life's awfully short. Don't waste it with people who don't respect you and who aren't a good fit for you. Find out who your people are. Work with them. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Take care. Be well. Peace.